Hello everyone. Today I am going to share something about how to get a dream job, because this question I have been asked by so many individuals and multiple times that actually I am looking for job in some specific area, but I am not getting not able to get the job after so much effort, after spending so much time also. So this question I have been asked many times, so I decided that why not to make a video about it. And this video I will be sharing my experience, that how I have got my first job, and also according to the today's market need, right, what kind of preparation individual has to do to get a job. And for whom this video could be helpful is for the students who are going to search job tomorrow, and people who are looking for job, actually who has completed their education and who are searching job. And also for, up to some extent it will help also the individuals as well who are already doing some job but they want to switch job or they want to find another job. So actually what is a job? Job is something when someone is asking me that if he is looking for a job, it means I'm considering him that he has some skill set and he want to use this skill set in some company or in which is related to some industry, right? So based on this assumption of mine, that based on this belief, right, I have decided few points, right, one could follow, and with this points, right, by following these points, I'm not saying that he will get job definitely, but yeah, the chances of getting job will increase by 70 to 80%. That is my assurity, I would say. So what are the things individual has to do? So first point he has to find out is identify your skill set and the job you're looking for. This is the first requirement. Identify your skill set and job you are looking for. This is very important aspect, and I have chosen the first point here. Why? Because first of all you have to be clear that which job you are looking for, in which companies and which kind of job you are looking for, and what are the skill set needed for it. Because it happens in today's technology world, right, that every 6 months, every year, right, that skill set which is required for a specific job role is changing. So you have to find out ultimately that whether you are up to date with the current skill set, current knowledge, what is required for that particular job, right? And here we need to do two things. First of all, that identify your skill set, and then try to see all the jobs you are looking for, and then try to match whether the skill set whatever you have are relevant to that job or not. If they are, it is okay, you can go ahead and move to the second step. But if they are not, two things you can do. First thing is either try to add the skill set that which is required for your desired job, or change the job identification itself, that what is yours. If you cannot, and if you don't have time, and if you find it very hard to add new skills again and again, so try to optimize your job search according to your current skill set, right? So identifying your skill set and job is the first step. First of all, identify your skill set, whether you are up to date or not. After that, once you are up to date, try to match the skill set with the jobs you are looking for, and then either add the skill set or switch to some other job, right? So that will help definitely, and that will give a good beginning to your job search, right? Second thing is that find out 10 best companies in your industry, as I said. Why? Every industry follows certain standards, and according to those standards, according to their business requirements, they want to hire people. And for the skill set, if you choose top 10 companies from your industry, let's assume you are from mechanical branch. If I've taken as engineering an example, you are from mechanical branch, top 10 mechanical companies you choose, and then try to find out thoroughly that what is the interview process, what are the kind of technical tests they conduct, what kind of communication skill tests they conduct, and what is exactly the interview process this all companies follows. You will find that every company asks the same question in different ways most of the time, or every company has some different process to follow while hiring the people. For example, some companies take only 3 rounds of interview, some company follow 10 rounds of interview. So if you try to cover 10 best companies, what will happen? Because someone can ask me this question, that every company follows different kind of interview process, that for how many companies I should prepare and how many companies I could prepare, right? So to answer them a question, I would like to, if it is an Indian context, right, I would like to give an example. For example, you want to get admission to some MBA colleges. What will happen is that if you prepare thoroughly for CAT, one standard exam, you will find that you are very good in subjects which is needed for other competitive or other private management schools exams, right? So this is what I am saying, that if you try to top 10 companies, if you are ready and if you are capable to solve their questions, definitely the level of expertise in the subjects would be that you will be able to other companies questions as well up to some extent. So try to choose first top 10 companies and try to know what exactly their current process is, the interview process is, and accordingly prepare yourself for that. So that will help. Third point I would say is that get your basics clear, and this is very, very important thing. This I would like to explain you with the help of, again, as an engineering student, right, that as an engineer, right, in those 4 years we study more than 45 to 47 subjects according to our time, I would say, and in those 40 to 45 subjects which we studied throughout the year, right, there are few basic subjects which define the entire area, I would say. Let's to give an example, that if you belong to computer science, that there would be a subjects like a data structure, there would be a subject like operating system, there would be a subject like a database, and there would be a subject like a compiler, processor, all those things. So these are the basics of the computer science itself, and whatever the new subjects you will study, whatever the technologies you will learn, this will be the base of that, right? Similarly, in the mechanical branch, if you say thermodynamics is one subject which is very essential for the mechanical students, right? So there are multiple subjects, from those many subjects, there are few subjects which define the basics of that particular study area, right? So those subjects you have to master. Actually, your core concepts has to be very clear. People think that I have to, let's assume a computer science student will think that I have to work in the programming languages, right? Why should I programming languages? But why I should know deep, and why the interviewer asks again and again the operating system question basics? Why they ask? Because your program is going to execute on the top of operating system. If you don't know how your computer machine behaves, right, you will not understand very deep that how your programming language is going to execute upon your machines, right? So this is what I'm saying, that try to find out the best core subjects from your area. It could be any stream, right? It could be arts, it could be science, it could be engineering, it could be medical, right? Try to find out the basic subjects and get mastery at least in few. You should have at least three subjects where you are master. This will help you to crack multiple exams, many exams, because if your basics are very clear, people will try to know your level of understanding, the ability of your brain, strength of your brain, with the understanding you could develop in a subject. And that's why people ask subjects in very deep during the interviews. Why? Because the way you explain the subject, the way you understand the subjects, they will come to know what is the strength of your brain and what is the kind of understanding you have for the various things, right? So this was the third step. I said that get your basic clear. Fourth step I would say is that once you know the skill set, your basics are clear, and you are ready, right? Now you have to prepare your resume. Resume writing is art, and there are a lot of professional service nowadays available who are taking some money and preparing a resume for you. or in by doing Google search or any other internet, right? You will find so many sample resume, right? And you try to copy them as it is. But what is my suggestion is, if you are searching a job, right, try to spend some time and try to give your time and genuinely try to write your own resume by your own hand. Keep it short and very simple, and try to include as many points as you could based on your knowledge. For I would say, to write in a better way, you could take help of samples, but you try to write, don't copy paste them. What I'm trying to say, write your own resume, your own, and try to add as many things as you can. And for that, one more thing you can follow is that various companies, right, when they give then they announce some hirings, they give a job description. Try to follow the job description. What is the current job description? What kind of skills people are looking for in their job description? What kind of people they are looking for? Try to learn those skills and try to add those skills to your resume. Then the number of interview calls will be increased by the standard of the kind of resume you will make. Everyone understand whether this resume has been copied by someone, because after listening for a few minutes, right, he will understand that this particular guy or a girl has not written his own resume, right? Because you will be speaking something else and there will be something else has been written there, right? So it will be not a good impression. Try to learn how to write resume and write your resume by your own, and remain genuine in that, remain honest in that, right? This is the fourth steps I said. After that, what else you can do is the fourth and the fifth and the most important point is that, remember, searching a job is a full-time job itself. Searching a job is a full-time job. So you have to to do a full-time job, you have to be ready physically, mentally, emotionally, every thing you have to prepare, right? Why? Because I have seen a lot of people, that especially people who has, until unless people are students, right, they are very much enthusiastic because there is a group and we used to go for interviews in a group, right? So there are a lot of excitements what will happen. We are going together with the friends, and there were kinds of sense of competition inside. But after completion of study, people who are searching for the job, they remain little lazy, I would say. They remain idle after completion of education. What a lot of people are doing in our country, I would say, is that they are waiting for jobs, the interview calls to come. No, it will not happen. The country like India, where a lot of population is there and the number of jobs and the quality people both are very less, that interview calls will not come to you. You have to find out from the market. You have to do your own market research, and you have to find out which job is suitable for you, and you have to proactively, you have to ask them that you want to come for interview, and you want to come for interview, and you want to work for them. You have to show this passion to them. So what I would like to say, getting a job, searching a job is a full-time job. So prepare yourself. You have to change your, because this one thing I would like to add here, that this will give you a lot of stress, lot of hard work, right? And this stress will be very different from your study stress, right? Because you have to visit many people, you have to face so many rejections. So I would say that first of all, schedule your daily activities accordingly, that you should get enough sleep, you should get right time to have food, right? You should be taking care of your everything, so that you can remain healthy, you do not get sick, and you can put more and more effort, right, to search this job, right? So and also try to upload your resume, what you have prepared, to as many portals, as many mediums. Try to send many people this resume, try to send every day, and after sending resume, don't sit idle again. Try to follow up, try to ask the HRs, try to ask the references that what happened, I have sent my resume. So if this kind of activity, daily activity, you will set for yourself, definitely you will get a job very soon, right? What are the other two steps? This I will say as a supporting steps, but these are also very important. The sixth step I have said is that if you don't get the job, be ready to work for free. Be ready for work for free. For example, I would say that after spending a lot of time, you are not getting job somewhere, but you got some good opportunity where you can find a relevant job where we don't get paid enough, or you have to work for free at least for a few months, right? Join that job, get the work experience. get the work experience, because as a beginner, you first thing you need to have experience. You need to have a work experience, that using which experience you could I would say enter into the industry. You can understand your subjects, how to it is not like that you have completed your graduation, you have completed your masters, that you know the subjects, but you don't know, you without joining an industry, without getting the work experience, you will never come to know that how you're going to use your subjects, how you're going to use your subject to create products, how you're going to use your subject to provide services, right? So this kind of thing you need to do. If you don't get the job after a lot of efforts, don't hesitate, I will say, to work for a small organization, to work for free at least, right? Don't get hesitate, join somewhere. And if you are not financially capable, after education, you have to earn somehow, and still you want to get a specific job but you are not getting, join any part-time job, but remain active inside. Every day you have to say that this job you are doing not to get money, but to reach to your real goal, right? Work part-time, and whenever you get time, you keep giving interviews, and with these things, I would say, is that if you don't quit, there is only one condition for the job seeker. I with my experience and with by seeing a lot of experience, if you can get your dream job, anybody can get his dream job if he don't quit, and he keep updating himself day by day, every day. Definitely getting job is the easiest thing, as compared to if you try to create some of your own product, if you try to go into research, if you try to innovate some companies, right? Getting job is the easiest things. But because our approach for getting job, our approach to search job is not right, we make this process very difficult, and a lot of people fail to get this job, right? And at the end, seventh step I would say is, how if this journey is going very little long, don't get depressed. What you have to do is choose your companies where you really want to join someday. Choose your company and try to visit them every week once, every 15 days once. Go to near to those companies, spend some time, and keep observing people there. Keep observing the company. This will remain you motivated inside. This is what the life you want to live. And it happens that when you have never joined any company, you have no experience as a fresher, right? You are afraid, or you kind of hesitation inside you. It means you see yourself different from the corporate individuals, right? And if you keep doing this practice, go stand near to gate or somewhere, keep observing those people for an hour, for 2 hours, right? Every after doing this activity, you will come to know that these human beings are not a superhuman being. They are also people like you. They had also completed their study long back, and now they have joined the job. Similarly, you have completed your education, you are completely trying, you are completely improving yourself, right? And you can get this job very soon. So these are the steps I would like to summarize before I end, right? The first thing is identify your skill and a job. Second thing is find out your 10 best companies. Find out your 10 best companies and prepare for those companies. Third step I said was to get your basics very clear. Fourth is to get your resume by your own, and for fifth step I said is that searching job is a full-time job. You have to take it very seriously. So sixth step I said, if you don't get the job after a lot of efforts, be ready to work for free. And seventh step is spend some time every week, every 2 weeks, few hours you need to spend near to your companies. That will keep you motivating, and it will give you this steps if you will follow, right? You will get a job easily. Not easily, but you will go definitely, right? That was the purpose of sharing this video. Thanks for listening.